From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. It is Tuesday, February the 11th, and we are live, man. Happy Tuesday, bro.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome to old men complaining about stuff.
Yeah, I have no outline for the show today, so we're just winging it. So,
do you usually have an outline for the show?
I would call it a rough draft.
Rough draft.
How about that?
That's probably smart.
So,
but before we get into that, make sure you hit like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube at the Bleachers Pod, on X, Sports Talk with Friends. You can find us on Facebook somehow. We are everywhere, man. We're everywhere.
Good one. Good job, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're just sitting here complaining, talking about the old days and talking about I mean, honestly, we should record the pre-meeting, pre-show
and
meeting.
The post-show. We need
the pre-show meeting sometimes is pretty stinking funny. Sometimes we miss a lot of good material sometimes in that pre-show.
We'll be
just talking about stuff we want to talk about.
We'll be halfway through talking about something. I mean, like, we should save this for the show. We should save this for the show.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're old, man. It's all right. We got jobs, man. We're real people, you know.
Yeah.
We're fans. We ain't no media people. So,
well, today sucked. Okay, it didn't suck because I had to get up and go to work, or because where I work, or anything like that. It sucked because of the weather. It was cold and rainy all day. My hands were frozen all day long. I got a heater blowing on my toes right now because of my I've been cold all day long.
It is cold. It's supposed to snow, or supposed to get maybe up to an inch.
You're supposed to get snow. We're going to get more rain.
Yeah.
You're up there. You're up there in the higher elevation than I am.
Yeah. I'm up there in the mountains.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the.
It's not that mountainy.
I'm at the very, very, very beginning of the foothills. You know, like the flat part before it goes into the foothills.
I'm at the foothills, but I'm up next to the mountain.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got up the hill a little bit.
Yeah,
dude. So the Warframe last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you figure something out?
No, I didn't, but okay. I need to. We need to figure this out because the relic thing.
The relic thing's driving me crazy.
Is bonkering me here a little bit. And
because you gotta have so many vapor credits, or whatever they called them.
Fishes.
You gotta have. But they were called vapor something.
I don't even know. And it's like they want us to go to this place that we can't get to.
Yeah.
It's like, how are we supposed to get there? You know, it's like, okay, we're working around these other places trying to get. I don't know.
You got to complete this list of things. And one of them is to open 3 relics. And you need 250 credits just to open 1 relic.
Yeah.
So we start doing these fissue, or we did one of the fissue things. And I don't even know if we're saying that right. We probably sound like a bunch of idiots.
Probably.
We go and do this thing, and man, it's a battle. It was like a 14-16 on the rating, and it was a battle. And then we get out there, and they're like, "Oh, you earned 12 vapor credits." I'm like, 12? I need 250, lady. 3 times over.
I know. I was like, dang. I thought playing the higher level would give us more of them too.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to we're gonna have to I don't know. We're gonna have to do like 400 of those fissue things just so we can move on the map.
Yeah, no.
There's probably something we can buy somewhere, like with actual money.
Oh yeah. You can spend all kinds of money and get stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to do this with spending no dinero, and if you do that, we got to do some fish you
Me too.
missions.
I don't want to spend any money on it either. But yeah, you can buy a totally new Warframe. So like they got your character, right? Like yours does the speed run and mine doesn't.
But when I do the speed run, you get it too. Like it boosts both of us.
Yeah, that's sweet. I like that.
That's neat as heck. The only problem is that I can only do it like once a mission.
Oh, it probably has a timer on it, right?
Yeah, it's got a timer on it. So, and usually we don't stay in there long enough for it to build back up.
I gotcha.
So I can do it like one time, and I have to pick like when that time's going to be. And lots of times it's when it's time to leave. I'm like, come on, man, let's get out of here.
They got all these other Warframes that do different things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but they don't have any that you can buy. Okay, you got a blueprint. Oh, I got a blueprint. Yeah, well, there's 4 parts that you don't know where to find, and it's probably on Jupiter somewhere, and you don't know. You know?
Well, I have something in my foundry, and I have everything that I need except for plastiques, and I need 600 of them, and I don't have one. It's like, well, where do I get these plastiques at?
Yeah, this is good stuff. So I don't know either because I don't think I have any of those either.
It's frustrating. It's like, I don't know. And video games have changed.
Oh my gosh.
Video games have changed a lot from when I was a kid, and for the better. But I think it was maybe the PS3, or it might have been the PS2, but I think it was the PS3. They started coming out with these games that came with a book that was like a walkthrough.
Wow.
That would walk you through the game. Oh, you're at this point, and you would read this page and then go into the game and play. And then you would read the next page and go into the game and play. That's kind of what I need on this Warframe. I need like a tutorial because they're using like all this bull crap language that they made up. And I'm supposed to know what it means.
Why can't we just be gathering bolts and nuts? You know what I mean? Like, what the heck?
And then I try to go into like the live chat to see if, maybe I could read something that'll help me. Them guys ain't no help. They ain't no help. Oh.
I wonder if you could ask a question and they would help.
You can ask one, but get ready for some ridicule. You noob.
Yeah, what's the matter, you dummy?
What's the matter, you dummy? You don't have Google?
Yeah, I'm new. I'll try to figure this out. Most people are pretty helpful. You can Google it, man. You can YouTube it. We can look it up. We can find out. We can figure it out.
I've been I'm playing another game called Asphalt Unite, where it's just a racing game, and it's real quick races. They're like, take you. I think the longest one I did was like a minute and a half, and that was a long track because you're doing like 200 mile an hour the whole time, But I've had to Google a couple things on there because you win flags at each race. So you get a flag for winning. Well, then you get a flag if you do 2 360s during the race. And then you get a flag if you drift for so far, or something like that. And then you get a flag for doing stunts.
Yeah.
So this race I'm on, I had to do a 360. And I'm like, I don't know how to do a 360. And I'm trying all kinds of stuff, and I finally Googled it, and you tap your drift button twice, and your car will do a 360. Like, I went through every tutorial on that game. They never told me tapping the button would make it do a 360.
That's wild. What kind of car you got?
Right now, I have 5 cars. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
I have a Lancer, a Mitsubishi Lancer. All right. Okay. Mitsubishi. That's hard to say for a Southern boy. Okay.
All right.
Mitsubishi Lancer, and I've got it built up. It does pretty good. I got one of those little BMW Z coupes. You know what I'm talking about? Bond drove one. It's got like the long front end, and you sit in the back. Got one of those. I got a Camaro, one of the new generation Camaros. I've got a Z car. I've got a Challenger, the Nissan Z, I got a Challenger. And then I got this concept car that's electric that was made by, I don't know. I don't remember who it was made by. I don't even know. I've never heard of this car or whatever, but this thing freaking flies, man. Flies.
Wow. I have not played any kind of racing game in a long time.
That's not true. You played Fall Guys the other night with me. That's a racing game.
Well, I guess so. That count? I meant car racing, but yeah. I guess it was a race to the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That game is crazy.
That game, man, I could see it like if you went in there with a bunch of your friends, say you had like 20 friends. Hey, let's meet up. Let's jump in and play some Fall Guy. I could see some friendships ending. You know what I mean? Because there's some guys in there that are just looking to sabotage. They don't care if they win the race or not. They're just in there to sabotage you. They get a kick out of it. They think it's funny. I guess. I don't know.
Well, I kind of laugh when I knock somebody off. I mean, I don't mean to, but it's kind of funny when it happens.
Well, there are guys in there that are meaning to do it. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure too. Yeah, video games come a long ways, man, from Pac-Man and Frogger.
Yeah, man.
Sure, man. I remember when I was a kid that we got a ColecoVision.
What was the one?
We had Donkey Kong and Cubert.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what came with it.
Yeah.
And we wore those games out, bro. We wore out some Cubert, man. That was a fun game.
There was one on the first Atari, and I don't remember the name of it, but like these lines would come out from the top, and you had this little cursor at the bottom. You had to get over there and hit the button right when the line hit the thing to blow it up. Not
Space Invaders.
It was kind of like Space Invaders, but I don't think it was Space Invaders. Didn't Space Invaders have the ship?
No, you're like a ship at the bottom. You can only move left and right, and then there's these like ghosts or whatever coming down.
Yeah. The same one. It was Space Invaders.
You got to kill them before they get down to where you're at.
Yeah. Kind of like Centipede, but different.
Yeah. Slower paced than Centipede. Centipede was like, whoa, this is high speed. What's going on here? This thing was going all over the screen. Yeah, and then we played. Then we had some Dig Dug too. Played a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah, there were some crappy games back in the day. There were some crappy games. There was one called Burger Time that was pretty silly. Joust, just the concept of joust. You're riding around on an ostrich and you're jousting with other knights was just kind of weird.
I remember Joust.
I don't understand where the ostriches came from and why you were riding one, but that was Joust.
Pinball, right?
Pinball?
Is that the one where you had the kind of like shuffleboard or something on the table? You know what I mean? Where not shuffleboard, but hockey. But
I never had that one.
Okay.
No, never had that. Now I had tanks. It came with like the Atari when it came out. We had
shoot the ball and it would go bouncing off the wall.
Oh man, they had all kinds of settings. There was regular tanks, and then there was.
I think we played that actually.
And then there was invisible tanks, and then there was ricochet tanks, and then there was a setting that was airplanes.
I had a whole bunch of Nintendo games. They actually made a Karate Kid video game on Nintendo.
Yeah, I remember it.
That'd be so hokey now, but
well, they're all hokey.
It was hard to control, like get him to do stuff, but it was pretty fun.
It's like we played. I think it was me and you got a hold of a copy of Contra, and I think we played Contra for like I don't know, like a month straight trying to beat it. And there was a code you could do that was like up, down, left, right, A, B, start. And it gave you like, I don't remember, 500 men or 30. Something like that.
I think it was 30, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my gosh. We played some Contra.
That was fun. First shooter game.
That was what was also great about the cartridges was the cartridges were better than when the disc came out because you could trade cartridges with your friends and stuff, and not have to worry so much about them getting broken or damaged.
Or buying them. You know what I mean? Like you'd be like,
Yeah.
hey man, let me borrow your thing for a few days over the weekend.
Yeah.
Techno Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl.
A lot of birthday parties had a Tecmo Bowl party. You know what I mean?
You can have anybody, but Bo. Yeah, you couldn't have Bo.
Today is a new season for Apex came out, so I'm pretty excited to try that one out. They had a lot of changes to it. They change every season. They change a bunch of stuff and usually add something like a map or a new character or something like that. This time they didn't add anybody like that, but it did change a bunch of stuff. It's gonna be a lot different. They like made all the guns, so they took away helmets, which reduce headshots. Okay, they took away the helmets, right, and made the guns stronger. It was like the flatline, for example, instead of doing 22 damage, it does 25. Instead of one bullet or whatever.
But you don't have a helmet anymore.
Right, and they buffed all the guns. I'm like, dang, people will be getting knocked down easy now. You know what I mean? Like, shoot.
So they didn't buff you up any, but they took your helmet away and made the guns stronger.
Yeah, they took the helmets away and made the guns stronger. I was like, that's interesting. Okay. And then there's a bunch of other changes too. They changed some of the couple of characters. They changed a lot. One now's got like a little speed dash she can do when she jump. Like she can jump and do a little dash in the air. It's crazy. Let's see. What's up, Floppy?
What's up, Floppy?
3 to 8 inches. Woof. No, man. We're not supposed to get an inch, if that. So.
And I'm not supposed to get any. I'm in Central Arkansas. We're just supposed to get more rain. So.
Yeah.
Yay.
Anyway, if you were going to try Apex, this would probably be a good time to try it at the beginning of a season because everything's new. I'm going to have to learn a bunch of stuff too, probably.
I don't know if I can. I need to stick with like one game at a time because like we got into Warframe the other night and I have been playing these other games and I forgot like what did what with my Warframe guy.
That's true. That is true. I was switching from Apex to Fortnite a lot, and that was totally messing me up. Yeah. I was like, how do I jump out of the freaking thing? How do I
draw my weapon? Draw my weapon. Draw my weapon.
Exactly. It's just switching weapons instead of shooting. What else is going on? So, did you watch the Luka thing last night?
I watched the highlights. I didn't actually watch the game. He had a pretty good game. 24 minutes, 14 points.
14 points. That's it.
Yeah, he only went he only played 24 minutes.
Let's see the box score here. I'm looking at it up here. Let's see. 24 minutes, 14 points. Geez, they were like plus 15 while he was on the floor, though.
Well, I mean, he's definitely going to make you better. I mean,
5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah, 14 points. I think he hit a 3. He only went like 1 for
7 from 3.
1 for 7 from 3.
Yeah.
Getting used to a new arena, I guess.
Yeah. LeBron led everybody with scoring. Jeez, Utah's not very good, are they?
No.
No, they're not. The Lakers got the win anyway. And then
it's hard for me to watch. There's like no defense whatsoever. They just run up and down the court. I mean, it was 132 to 113. I mean, there was like no defense played at all.
Not much defense there for sure. Let's see. Orlando lost to Atlanta. Son of a buck. Why? Franz had 37 points.
What do you think about Orlando not making any moves and just sticking with what they had? You okay with that? You wish they would have done something?
I don't know, man. I kind of wish we went out and got another point guard, but We just haven't been healthy all year. Like we still don't. I don't think our starting fives played, but like a handful of games.
What point? I mean, other than Trey Young, which you'd have to give up your whole freaking team to get Trey Young. So
I don't know. I just keep saying.
what point guard are you going to pick up, man? I mean,
I don't know, man. That Darren Fox would have been a good one.
That would have been a good one, man.
I don't know. I don't think they'd ever take Trey anyway because he didn't play defense like they want to play defense. They're more of a defensive team.
You're saying Trey Young doesn't play defense?
I'm just saying.
They come out with the all defensive team every year. They should come by with like the all blow by team every year. I guess we could do that. We should do an all blow by team.
Yeah. Well, I could think of a couple.
Well, Lukas on that list.
Lukas on that list. Yeah, he's
James Harden's on that list.
Yeah, just wants to play offense.
Yeah,
Let's see. Boston won. Golden State won. Oklahoma City won. Dallas lost in overtime to Sacramento. Denver scored 146 points, bro.
It's just a matter of time before somebody puts up 200.
That's crazy. 146 points.
It's just a matter of time before somebody puts up 200, man.
Wow, that's crazy. Let's see. And then so basketball last night, there was a couple of games on. I saw Clemson beat North Carolina, which is good for us.
Yeah, Clemson's on a little bit of a roll right now. They just won a big one against
they beat Duke earlier.
Duke. Yeah, they beat Duke and then turned around and beat North Carolina.
And then Houston beat Baylor. That was the other game last night. That was supposed to be a good one. Baylor is not, they were like preseason top 5 or something like that. I don't think they're not even ranked anymore.
Well, they put a butt whooping on us when we played them. So,
well, they beat us. That one's it was a butt whooping, but
lose by 2, lose by 20. It's a butt whooping.
And then tonight, man, there's a whole bunch of games on tonight. Holy moly, a bunch of games. Let's see what we got. A bunch of SEC stuff. Auburn at Vanderbilt. Florida at Mississippi State. Tennessee at Kentucky. There you go. Purdue at Michigan. That should be a good one. Who else we got here? Let's see. Arizona at Kansas State. That should probably be a good one. Georgia at A&M. Indiana at Michigan State. UConn at Creighton. I saw Creighton was going to have dollar beer night.
Yeah. Trying to fill up the place.
Yeah. That looks like about it, though. But a lot of games on tonight, man. Let's look at the SEC ones again. So Tennessee at Kentucky, man.
Yeah.
Tennessee owes them some revenge, too. Saw Jackson Robinson wasn't going to play.
Still?
No, that's the first one he set out. That Lamont Butler guy's back.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Robinson's out, yeah. And then Alabama at Texas. We need Texas to lose.
We need Texas to lose?
I think so, yeah. It's going to be one of those teams that we're battling out at the end for conference. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We need them all to lose, man.
Yeah. We need to just win. We need to worry about what everybody else is doing, and we need to just win.
This is true.
Which I think we got a winnable one tomorrow night.
We do. And this is the time of year where you got to start winning the ones you're supposed to and winning some that you ain't supposed to. This is one that we should win. Like, we're at home. They're reeling. Can't let this get by.
We could win this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we win one of the three after that, that would be winning one we ain't supposed to. Because after that, we have Texas A&M, Auburn, and Missouri all in a row.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Oh, well. We'll see what happens.
But then we got a three game stretch after that where I think like we could possibly win all three. We got Texas, South Carolina, and Vandy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then we end the year with Mississippi State. Usually that would be a good thing, but Mississippi State's actually freaking good this year and they're ranked. So I don't know, man. Who knows how it's all going to end up. We're going to end up being one of those teams that needs like 2 or 3 wins in the SEC tournament in order to assure ourselves a spot.
Well, you're only going to get like 2 probably because then they made up their mind then besides who's going to the champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You only get a couple of shots. So.
Maybe we just need to win the whole damn thing.
We do. We for sure need to do that.
that would be sweet.
Tennessee at Kentucky, man. That's probably the one I'm going to try and watch first.
Yeah. Who you rooting for in that one? Because honestly, I'd like both those teams to lose.
I would like for both of them to lose as well, but
I guess if you gave me my choice, it's more fun watching Kentucky lose than watching Tennessee lose.
Yeah, I think I'll probably end up rooting for Tennessee by default just when I start watching it.
Well, not only are they going up against Kentucky, who has been running their mouth all year, but they're going to Rupp. So it's just fun to watch Kentucky fans headed for the exits with like 3 minutes left.
Man, they're in trouble, man. They've lost a lot here lately. They are in deep trouble. They better watch it. Let me see here. They've 1, 2, 3, 4. They've lost they're 2 and 4 in their last 6.
That's not that bad. I mean, we lost like 5 in a row. So
they lost to Vanderbilt and they lost to us. Those are not good losses for them.
I like to think we started this. Like we kind of broke them. Like
I think Alabama did.
I think when we came in there and they were running their mouth and we sent the fans to the parking lot with about 3 minutes left. I think we broke them.
They're one. No, see, that's not right. They went that one over South Carolina. Yeah, Tennessee, Texas, Vanderbilt. That's their next 3.
Well, I think they can beat Texas, and I'm pretty sure that they can beat Vanderbilt.
They still have to play Alabama, Auburn, and Missouri. They still have to play them before the season.
Yeah, so do we.
Mm-hmm.
Or we have to play Texas A&M, Auburn, and Missouri.
Yeah, they got Oklahoma and LSU in there, and Vanderbilt sprinkled in there. Anyway.
Wouldn't that be something if we got to the end of the year and Kentucky and Arkansas had the same SEC record?
That would be weird. Could end up that way, man. It's crazy right now. Let me check the standings and see where everybody's at. My apologies for those slides today, my brother. We're still 3rd from the bottom, so what's that? 13th?
Yeah, we're like first 4 out right now. We need to move up to like that 10 or 9 spot just to be safe.
Oh yeah, we're not safe. I think I saw. I forget what he called it. There's some kind of site you can go to, and they take in account of like 90 different brackets.
Okay.
And after the let's see what was our schedule? Hang on. After the Kentucky game, we were in 2 brackets out of the 90.
Okay.
You know, like people made these.
Sure.
Whatever. After the Texas game, we went to like 20 brackets.
Oh, they were really drinking the Kool-Aid after the Texas win. Huh? And
But
what about
after the Alabama game,
we were in like 30 of them.
we went to like 40.
That's crazy. We went to like 40 after a loss, but we played Alabama well.
Yes,
except
because we
for
played them well.
Except for that 6 minute lull that we had.
Yeah, I saw Cal talking about it. They got to play with no fear, man.
It's not just no fear, but
nothing to lose.
We need one of those dudes that can go get us a bucket during one of those lulls, or can get to the free throw line or something.
Later, Floppy. Floppy's headed out, man.
You're a good buddy giving a ride. You are. You're a good friend, man.
He's a good guy out here commentating all the time. Oh, by the way, we got some new King Cake winners, by the way.
Was Floppy one of them? Because
Patrick Dalla.
Okay.
And Jesse Murray are winners from last week. So I guess when is that over?
Mardi Gras is not until March something, so we still got a couple weeks.
All right, well, everybody can comment, or do you want me to play the video?
Everybody plug your ears. Here we go.
Hang on, let me find it. Here we go. King Cake promo.
What is going on, people? It's your boy Chill Will. Guess it's Mardi Gras season, y'all. And you know what that means. It's time for King Cake. STWF TV is giving away 2 King Cakes per week from Little J's Donuts during Mardi Gras. All you have to do is subscribe to STWF TV on YouTube and comment on the STWF TV shows. Comment the most and get put into a drawing. The names are randomly selected every week. That's right. Get a taste of Mardi Gras this year with Little J's King Cake, located in Harahan, Louisiana. Check them out on Facebook at Little J's Donuts or at littlejaysdonuts.org. We'll be seeing you.
There you go. Get you a King Cake into the drawing.
We'll be seeing you. Or just go to their website and order you one.
There you go. You can do that too. Get you a King Cake.
I think about it every time he puts that website up there. I'm like,
I do too. I do too, actually. What else, man? What else have we got going on?
No, that I could get an order of King Cakes and they could all be for me because Lacey's gluten free. So
win
right there. Sorry, they only came in orders of 12. I had to order 12. It's not my fault.
Did you see this Aaron Rodgers stuff, man?
I did see the Aaron Rodgers stuff. If we're going to talk NFL football, I think one of the biggest stories today is DeAndre Hopkins decided he was going to retire.
Did he?
Yeah, 11 seasons. And I wonder if it was from that drop pass in the Super Bowl that hit him right in the hands. I wonder if he just decided it was time.
I don't know. It's not even on the top headlines of the NFL thing here.
Well, this was secondhand from Andy Reid. Andy Reid said when he talked to DeAndre Hopkins after the game that DeAndre was thinking about retiring. Now, I didn't see who reported that, so that could be totally fake news. Totally fake news. Could be some Chiefs fan pissed off because he dropped that pass. I have no idea.
I don't know, man.
Not that pass would have propelled them to a win in the Super Bowl because they were sucking it up the whole game. So
let's see if I can find something on.
But yeah, Jets told Aaron Rodgers that if he wanted to stay, that they had some requirements. One of the requirements would be that you show up to training camp every day of training camp.
Yeah.
I can't believe that they would want somebody who they're paying millions of dollars to come to work. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. We talk about practice, man. Practice. Come on. We ain't talking about a game. We talk about practice. And then if he stayed, they wanted him to quit doing the Pat McAfee show, which I thought was interesting, but I totally get it. I do.
Yeah. His last tweet says, forever grateful to be part of the Chiefs organization. Didn't complete the mission or play my best game, but that's life. I don't see anything about retiring or anything like that, but
Well, like I said, I heard it secondhand reported.
yeah. What does it mean? I don't know if he would announce anything or anything anyway. Who knows?
I don't know. He had a pretty good career. I mean,
yeah.
He might.
Let's
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Didn't he win a Super Bowl with the Cardinals?
I'd be lying to you if I told you yes or no, man.
Maybe not. He may have showed up after that. Brandon Ingram signed with the Raptors for $120 million.
Yeah, I saw that 3-year extension for $120 million.
Clayton Kershaw re-signed with the Dodgers for 2025. If you're a baseball fan,
I am a fan of baseball, but not of the Dodgers.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, I got nothing against it. I don't hate the Dodgers or anything, but they're not a team I usually root for. Now, back in the day when they had Oral Hershiser and Kirk Gibson and those guys, I kind of rooted for them a couple times.
I did too. But
they're not one of my teams that I like. Oh, let's see how the Dodgers are doing.
Yeah, me neither. Did you see Kellen Moore took the New Orleans job?
Yeah.
Head coach job.
Good luck, Kellen. Good luck, Saints.
Yeah, I wonder how Dale feels about that one.
I don't know. I didn't want him, but that's not. that had nothing to do with Kellen Moore. That had to do with the fact that he would have been Jerry's yes man. But he did the same thing when he brought in Brian Schottenheimer. So we'll see.
Man. Here's the line for you.
There has been rumors, just rumors, that they're shopping around Micah Parsons, which I hope it's just bull crap, because
they better get a boatload for him if they do that.
You only got 2 players on your team worth a damn. Okay, Micah Parsons and CD Lamb. You gonna trade them off too? Why don't
Yeah, that's not.
What are you gonna trade him for? You gonna go get Derrick Henry now? Now that he's a year older.
Listen to this headline: Eagles fans boo Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. A tale of sports rivalry and fan backlash. I just got to click on this just to see what it's about. Oh, they think it might be political. Okay.
What is this comment over here about Atlantis? What is this?
Atlantis? What is this?
Because of course Atlantis is real. Who was talking about Atlantis?
I don't know who that is.
You just trying to get a king cake? Because I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, man.
Somebody's spamming or something. I don't know, man. No tellings.
Do you really think Atlantis is real? Like Atlanteans and
I had somebody comment one time trying to sell something. A couple times actually now. Trying to sell something. I don't remember what they're trying to sell, but it's trying to sell something. And then one guy was like,
wanted you to bet.
We can help you get more views. We can help you do that. Blah 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 blah. One of those guys.
Well, you don't come on my feed and tell me that. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah,
making me look bad. Like I need more viewers. Come on, man.
I know. We ain't doing it for the money.
Thank God.
I do it for money. I got a real job, thank goodness.
If we was doing it from the money for the money, my background wouldn't be this wall with these pictures. It'd be a dumpster. with like a cardboard box behind it.
No kidding. I wouldn't be sitting in my basement.
Yeah.
Probably. What else is going on, man? Anything going on with you?
What else were we going to talk about, man? Oh, Super Bowl commercials. You wanted to talk about Super Bowl commercials.
We sort of did in the pre-show, though. I was just talking about the glasses and how that's going to be a thing coming up, like in the next 5-10 years.
I was kind of disappointed this year in the Super Bowl commercials.
I was too. I didn't see anything funny.
There were a couple that were funny, but I mean, most of them were just regular old commercials. It's like, you know,
they had some celebrity in them. Like almost every commercial had some big time celebrity in it. That was it.
That was
like,
it. Yeah.
Look at there. This one's got Snoop Dogg in it. Oh, look at this one's got so and so in it. Like
here, I thought the Harrison Ford Jeep commercial was kind of funny at the end when he said, "This Jeep makes me happy, even though my last name's Ford." Drives off in his Jeep.
I guess I saw that one.
But what cracked me up about that is he's up in the mountains, right? He's got his blue heeler dog with him, and he's talking about, you know, America and what makes America great and all this. And he's walking from his house across like his land. He walks in front of his barn. He walks outside. There's a Rubicon sitting there, and he walks past his barn, and there's a Gladiator. And then over here is sitting something else. And I'm like, yeah, it's just like every farm I've ever been to. Brand new cars sitting everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the Jeep he drives off in is electric. I was like, oh, come on. Why don't you just go ahead and, you know.
Come on, man.
Come on.
I know farmer want no electric truck.
Let's see if we can talk about this without getting political. Ford Motor Company, okay, lost $4 billion last year making EV vehicles because the government told them that they had to make EV vehicles. And none of their customers want EV vehicles, and they can't get rid of them. Lost $4 billion last year because the government stuck their nose in and said, this is what you have to make. Tell me what's right about that. If I own a widget company, okay, and then I'm making widgets every day, and the government comes in and says, hey, you can't make that widget unless you make a shim to go with it. But I don't make shims. Well, you got to make a shim to go with it if you're going to make that widget. That is none of the government's business whatsoever. And what's the problem with having choice? I don't understand why the EV market is being shoved down our throat. Like if you want to drive an electric vehicle, I don't have a problem with that. Go out and buy an electric vehicle. But don't mandate that companies have to make an electric vehicle. That's not fair.
They're trying to mandate that be all there is.
Yeah.
They're trying to get rid of gas altogether.
And they sell you this bull crap about how it's more environmental. If you look into how they mine for those batteries and the materials they need for those batteries and what they have to do to dispose of those batteries when they're done with them, it is not environmental, people. There's nothing environmental about it.
I've heard they're crazy to fix too, like expensive to fix. Like if something tears up or breaks. I've never had an electric vehicle, so I don't know any of this to be true. But
well, from what I've heard, that when the batteries go bad on you and it's time to replace the battery, it's the same as putting a new engine in a brand new car. It's like not any cheaper. Like you're going to pay the same kind of money that you would if you had to drop a new engine.
So you're going to sell me a car. I need to buy me a new engine here in about 5 years.
I don't know how long the batteries last. And that's the thing. They haven't been around long enough to really have any kind of.
You can't say it lasts 25 years if you don't know.
Yeah. If it ain't been around 25 years, you know.
Well, they can say it though. Well, we tested one for 6 months. If you multiply that, it ought to last 37 years.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Ought to. Yeah. Plus, I saw some videos when they were having the hurricane and stuff, and they were getting all that flooding in Florida. People with their cars parked in the garage, and when that water came up, it set that car on fire. And so now their house is on fire and a flood.
Man, how your house going to burn down in a flood? What the heck?
And that makes me worry about crossing low water, hitting a big puddle. Is my car going to explode into flames? What the heck, man?
That's kind of creepy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with all that.
And I'm not saying I would never own an electric vehicle, but right now they're just not economically friendly. You have to buy the vehicle, and then you have to have a charging station installed in your house. It's not like you can just pull out your orange extension cord and just plug it up. You know, it doesn't work like that. It's just servicing and all that stuff is expensive. It's just not very economical right now. Now, if they perfect it, if they get good at it, who knows, 10, 20 years down the road, I might be like, hey, I'm going to buy me one of these EVs, man. They've got this down. But right now, I'll take my gas guzzling, oil burning, combustible engine. Thank you very much.
Right now, it's all these drive for you cars.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like that at all.
You don't even have the video I was watching. This guy was taking a nap.
No, see, I saw a guy pulled over because the cop rolled up on him and he was snoozing behind the wheel while his car was driving, and he got pulled over and ticketed.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's scary is what it is.
That is so wild, man. Self-driving cars.
It's going to get to the point where you're not going to need a driver's license. You just need to be old enough to drive a self-driving car. And then when two self-driving cars run into each other, who's at fault and who gets sued?
Oh, there won't be none of that no more.
Oh, my butt. If my internet still buffers every once in a while, there's going to be a car smack into another car. Okay?
No, they've perfected it. That won't happen. Yeah. They'll never happen. 1 in a million.
Not only that, but if it's reading those lines on the road, I don't know if they've ever traveled through Arkansas, but we got a few roads that ain't got no lines on it. What you going to do on them roads?
Yeah, no. What are you going to do about a dirt road? You know?
That thing's going to take you through a cow pasture somewhere.
No kidding. No kidding. Sometimes you be out somewhere and your thing will tell you turn left, and you be like, I'm not going down that. I'm not going down there. I'm going to go around here like you're supposed to on the road. Like, you can't trust.
Well, I worry.
You don't have to have a driver's license because all you have to do is be able to run a computer, because that's all they're teaching them now is how to run computers. And
I know people, all right, younger than me, of course, that cannot get anywhere without their Waze and Means on, or their GPS or something like that. They do, like, if you took that away from them and said, all right, drive me home, they'd be like, I don't know how to get home. You drove me here. You're telling me you can't turn around and drive me home?
Yeah.
That worries me.
I know.
So,
I saw this girl the other day. She said she had a college degree and she didn't know how to read. I said, what? What you mean you don't know how to read? She made it all the way through college and never learned how to read.
How is that even possible?
I don't know. She must have had.
She did everything off audiobooks, or
probably listen to it.
But you still got to turn in your writing and stuff.
No, you don't. You just talk it and it types it for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They even got things where you can do different languages. You know, translate it into a different language for you, and it just types it all out. Yeah.
As technology gets smarter, we get dumber.
That is true, but that could be fake. That could be fake. She made it. You know, that may have been a fake video or something. But this girl was talking about it. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't understand.
I know a guy, and you went to school with him.
Uh-huh.
I would not be surprised if he doesn't know how to read.
Aaron Watson.
Why you gotta say people's names?
He doesn't watch this show.
So what? Why would you do that?
Because I thought it was a guessing game. It wasn't a guessing game. You can always say I was wrong.
No, you're right. He's the dumbass we're talking about. Let's just go ahead. What the fuck? Jeez.
I just
Lord.
remember you telling me a story about
Yeah,
we
all his
had
girlfriends do his homework.
we had to write out our full name for the yearbook,
Mhm.
and then if we wanted to, we could put a quote under our name or whatever.
Mhm.
And I remember you telling me a story of him turning around and asking you how to spell his own name.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that automatically, when you brought it up, I was like, that's who
Mhm.
he's talking about.
Yeah, his girlfriends do his homework. So all of his girlfriends, he had different girlfriends. They did his homework for him. He didn't do no homework. I'm not doing that.
I don't know.
He turned out to be pretty successful, I think, from what I heard. I don't know where he's at now. I haven't heard anything in probably
The last time I saw him,
15 years now.
Last time I saw him, he was working at Sam's Club on Bowman Avenue in Little Rock.
How long ago was that? Holy moly!
I was working for Coleman Dairy, so that was 2001 and 2 and 3, somewhere around in there.
22 years ago.
Yeah, that was the last time I saw him.
Yeah, that's probably the last time I saw him. I saw him at a ball game. We went to a game.
Now I thought he was
we went to a football game.
I think he was a manager or something.
Did you go to the football game with me? We went to a football game somewhere, and he was there. Why was he there?
No.
I just was going to a Mountain Home game, and his youngest brother, what was his name?
There was Eric, Aaron, and what was his name? I can picture him.
Yeah. Anyway, he was playing football, and I guess Aaron came to the game to watch him play. So that would have been in probably 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. So that's not that long ago. 15. I saw him 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was always nice. Had a big block for him one time. He ran a 90-something yarder. It's pretty cool.
Did he thank you for the block?
He did. He gave me a ride home. Bought me a cheeseburger. Didn't have to ride the bus.
Good for him. I feel like running backs a lot of times take their offensive line for granted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I helped him spell his name too, so I mean, we're close. I feel sorry for him, right? I mean, that sucks. I mean, he probably had some, I'm sure. I don't want to call him dumb because he wasn't exactly dumb, but I think he missed something when he was younger. And then when you're behind, it's like you never can get caught up. You know what I mean? And then by the time you hit like 8th, 9th grade, you can't go back and do first grade. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to speak ill of Aaron or anything like that, but I don't think he put in a lot of effort either.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he put in a lot of effort to the things he liked to do. Like he loved to bodybuild, and he loved to play football, and he loved the stuff he loved to do. He put his heart and soul into it, went into it 100%. But I don't think school was ever one of them things. Like school was more of a social interaction than actually learning stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when you find people that'll actually do it for you, why would you do it?
Yeah, I didn't try too hard either, but
no, I had a dad that did not punish for C's. So C's is what I brought home. If I would have had a dad that didn't punish for B's, I would have brought B's home, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But I did the bare minimum. Exactly what I had to do to stay out of trouble is what I did.
I made A's and B's. I just didn't do homework really too much.
No.
I'd do okay on the tests and do stuff in class, like whatever was in class, turn that in, that kind of stuff. But if it was something to take home, probably not doing that.
I remember in like 5th grade, I found out that one of my friends got like $20 for every A that he brought home.
What?
Yeah. So,
That might have worked for me.
I decided I'd try this on Dad. I said, Dad, I said, I got a buddy at school. His mom and dad pay him $20 every time he gets an A. And Dad said, okay. He said, that's great. I said, yeah. What do you think about making that, same deal with me? And Dad said, well, I think that his mom and dad are both doctors and your mom and dad aren't. And why would I pay you for something you're supposed to do anyway?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Turned around and walked out. That was all he had to say.
Well, that did make you want to do your grades, I guess.
I didn't want to do it because, it was boring. I never found a subject that I was really, into. Like you liked math, you liked math. I didn't like math.
Yeah.
Some people like science. I didn't like science.
I didn't like science either.
And I tried a lot of different things. I was in Spanish. I tried art history. I tried literature because I like to read. So I thought maybe literature would be it. No, literature sucks. Tried psychology when I was in college. No, that's boring as all get out. I thought
that was pretty interesting, actually.
I even tried criminal. What was it called? It was called criminology. I even tried criminology, and I was like, no. I just could never find anything that really, I don't know, interested me to the point that I wanted to, do that for the rest of my life. I still have not found anything that I want to do for the rest of my life. It's crazy talk.
You are something else.
Rush Limbaugh used to say, if you love what you do, then you'll never work a day in your life. And I have worked every day of my life, pretty much, because I have not found what I love to do. I have not found it.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't know. It's probably true for some people.
I mean, if you're a musician, maybe.
A magician, an athlete, if you're running a company and that's what you always wanted to do, or, you're a DJ on the radio.
I think that might be the problem is you don't know what you want to do. I don't know what I want to do either.
I think my problem I'm a little bit interested in everything, but not like full blown, just like really intense on one subject. Like I'm kind of that jack of all trades, master of none kind of guy.
I'm sort of that way too, Sip. I focused in on something for quite a while. I've had several different hobbies, I guess you'd call them.
Yeah.
Where I learned a whole bunch about one thing for a while. And then it kind of got burned out. And I'm going to do something else for a little while.
Yeah. When I was in like 6th, 7th grade, I started collecting baseball cards. And dude, I could tell you like lineups from ball teams and all kinds of stuff just from reading backs of baseball cards and all kinds of stuff. But kind of burned out on that after a couple of years. And I never find anything that just, keeps me interested the whole time. I don't.
Yeah.
Or I haven't found it. Maybe I will find it one of these days.
Well, my job now, I mean, it's definitely, I have to stay focused all the time. Or when I'm doing something, I gotta be focused in on it. And then there's times where I'm not doing anything, and then so it goes back and forth. But
I've had a lot of jobs. I mean, I counted them up one day, and I think it's like over 30 jobs I've had. So it's not like I haven't dabbled my foot in things, or anything like that. It's just I've never found that thing that. Oh man,
I think that's pretty common though. I think
it is. I don't think the majority of working people roll out of bed and they're like, yeah, I get to go to work.
Yeah.
I think there are probably some people like that, but I'm not one of them. I am a morning person. I roll out of bed. I'm ready to go. Let's get going.
Some people would say that's just an attitude thing.
Some of it is an attitude thing.
Like, that's what some people would say. I don't know what I would say. I would say it does depend a lot on my mood when I wake up. I would say whether I'm like, okay, let's tackle the day, or if it's like, oh my gosh, do I have to do this today?
Yeah.
It's either one of those two feelings usually. Like, because I like to feel like I accomplished something.
Oh yeah,
and my job allows me to do that. I have something that here's the mission. Complete the mission. Okay, it's completed. Move on to the next one. When I can't complete something, it bugs me.
Yeah, that's the way the post office is. You start every morning with a full vehicle. You end the day with an empty vehicle. You had a mission. You accomplished it. All that. But
I like feeling like I accomplished.
Yeah, and
I worked at this other job for a while. Where it was literally meetings, almost. Say if it was an 8-hour workday, 6 of the 8 hours were meetings, talking about what we need to do, what we're going to do, what we need to do, what needs to be done, what we're going to do, who's going to do that, all that stuff. 2 hours of just like, okay, I got to get some stuff done. Like 2 hours of actually focusing in doing something, and then, okay, day's over, start over tomorrow, meeting. Okay, lunch. Okay, meeting. Okay, I can do something for a little bit. Oh, okay, work like crazy for a couple hours. It's just like, what the heck?
But I totally get your thing of, like, even on my days off, I feel like I need to accomplish something.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if it's just doing my laundry or
exactly
doing something out in the yard, I need to. Even if it's just one thing, I need to accomplish something, or I feel like when I get to the end of the day, I'm like, man, I was just a slug today. I was just a total worthless slug today,
Yeah. I'm the same way, man.
I feel like I would be that way. Like even tomorrow I wake up and I'm, richer than rich, I feel like I would still be that way. Like, even though I got the money that I could lay around by the pool all day long, if that's all I wanted to do, I would still feel like, I would have to do something. I need something. I would have to have a hobby or something. I'd have to have something.
I agree. I'm the same way. People say all the time, what do you do if he's retired?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I saw a meme. You seen that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's laughing? Have you seen that meme?
I guess not.
Well, it's used in a bunch of other memes because of the way he's laughing. But it's like people wonder what I'm going to do when I'm retired, and it's him sitting there laughing, but he's holding the PlayStation controller.
But even that, after a while, is going to get old if that's all you do all the time.
I don't know. I'd find other stuff to do. I could go down a rabbit hole on the old computer too, like real easy.
Yeah.
YouTube, Twitter. Before you know it, I'm spending an hour or two and like, what the heck? Where'd time go?
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Anything else before we get out of here? We did lots of talking today.
Yeah, about pretty much nothing.
Pretty much nothing.
There
you go. Here's something.
Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. If you're having problems, if you're feeling like you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else, give the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline a call at 988. They'd love to talk to you. They'll text with you. They'll chat with you. They just don't want you to do life alone. And they have the kind of resources you need. So give them a call.
Two things. One, is that your radio voice? Second thing, I don't think we're supposed to making fun of people that might be suicidal.
I wasn't making fun. I was being serious.
You sounded sarcastic.
I sound sarcastic no matter what I say.
Like, if you're really sick, you should call someone.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I didn't put the just kidding in there.
If you're struggling out there, get some help for real. There's a national hotline you can call, 988. If you're struggling and you need someone to talk to,
the Suicide and Crisis Hotline.
That's the one. All right, man. Let's get out of here. What time is it? Oh yeah, let's get out of here, man. And
tomorrow's game day.
Tomorrow's game day.
We need to find some more crap to talk about.
I'll try to do better. I
think we did fine today. I mean, we pretty much just on here to entertain each other, and I stayed entertained most of the time. So
I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Just chatting it up, man. Chopping it up is what they call it.
Chopping it up. No cap, man. No cap.
You seen that commercial?
No. Was there a no cap commercial?
Yeah, where the dad's talking to the two little girls. And he keeps saying, "Oh, keep it fresh. Oh, let me do my, whatever it is. I can't even think of the words.
Yeah.
Let me cook." That's what he says. Let me cook. Let me cook. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, Dad, stop it."
I did see a TikTok the other day of a girl, and she's like, the dad's dropping her off at school, and as she's walking away, he's like, live your life, baby. You riz it up. All these words, and she keeps coming back. Dad, would you hush? I know those people over there.
It's so funny. Yeah. It's funny how the language changes, man. Dope ain't dope no more, man.
What hasn't changed is parents embarrassing their children. Because I remember my mom, picking us up from school, and she'd have like her bathrobe on and her slippers and her hair in curlers, and you're like, Mom, come on, you got to pick me up looking like this.
Funny. All right, man. Well, enjoy your evening. And
I think I'm on a route
Go
Tennessee. Yeah, I can't say it. But
all right, man. I'll catch you later, dude. Peace out.
All right. Peace, brother.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.